Prompt distribution of relief and subsidies to targeted sectors and identification of long-term solutions for the current energy crisis are tops on the agenda of a consolidated House committee which kicked off the first phase of discussions earlier today to tackle the worsening energy dilemma. And all resource persons, to include government's top technocrats and/or economic managers, showed up, as our Vel Custodio reports.
The Department of Energy, or DOE, assured lawmakers during a joint committee hearing in the House of Representatives that the country still has sufficient oil supply despite rising prices in the global market. During the hearing, Energy Secretary Sharon Garin said the country has enough inventory equivalent to more than 50 days and that deliveries from other countries continue to arrive uninterrupted. The government has also procured 2 million barrels of oil, enough to last for 10 days. However, DOE admitted that the country's storage capacity is limited to around 60 days. The agency also said it cannot impose a price cap but is intensifying monitoring against hoarding and profiteering. Among the issues discussed in the hearing is the oil deregulation law. Based on DOE monitoring, there are indications of alleged overpricing in domestic diesel prices compared to world market prices.
Yung blue, yun po yung world price. Adjusted yan, no, para maging comparable sila. And then yung pula, yun po yung domestic price. So, ideally, dapat sumusunod yung pula sa blue. No? Pero nakita natin consistently, mas mataas yung pula kaysa sa blue. Tapos, especially during the panahon ng gera, nakita natin na kahit bumaba yung presyo ng gasolina, ay nanatiling mataas yung presyo ng domestic.
Representative Antonio Tino suggested that even under a deregulated setup, the Energy Department has the authority to disclose the actual cost used as a basis for pricing. Some lawmakers also said that in the event of state of emergency, the government has also the power to impose price caps or price control on kerosene and LPG. Meanwhile, proposals were also raised to provide fair discounts for public transport and to expand renewable energy to reduce the impact of the crisis.
We have already allocation for the fuel subsidy for transport sector of 2.5 billion. That is coming from the 2025 continuing appropriations plus the service contracting.
Acting Budget Secretary Lando Toledo also said that more than 200 billion pesos may be mobilized for targeted assistance to cushion the impact of rising oil prices. Nearly 10 billion pesos has also been allocated as presidential assistance for farmers and fisher folks to support the production and logistics costs. Kamanggagawa Party List Representative Elis Fernando is calling on economic managers to push for wage increase, especially for minimum wage earners, so that they will not rely solely on government aid. Meanwhile, the Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, is coordinating for alternative sources of oil and fertilizers while ensuring the safe passage of Filipino seafarers through the Strait of Hormuz. Funding requirements and additional support for the repatriation of Filipino living and working in the Middle East were also discussed. House Speaker Faustino Boji III emphasized the importance of government coordination to immediately address the effects of rising oil prices, transport fares, electricity, and basic commodities. Vel Custodio for the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.